Purnamudam Purnat Purnamudachyade Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyade. This is another understanding of God. The last but not the least is the Vigraha. The Vigraha that you keep in your puja room. This is called Archavadara. It's another avatar. That Vigraha become a means of God's manifestation, you see. So you go to Rajasthan, go to the sculptor and get a Vigraha, let's say stone or marble Vigraha. A statue, let's say. Krishna statue or a Devi statue or a Shiva statue. Either you go jump into the Narmada river and pick up a stone, like Narayana Guru did, or you go to Ghandak river and pick up a round stone, and the round stone you bring home, and then you put in your puja room, then it becomes Salagrama. Salagrama is Vishnu. You worship Salagrama as Vishnu. And the Salagrama has the presence of God. God has the power to confine himself to that particular stone. That is his power. He confines himself to that particular stone and you worship that stone as God. How can God become this particular stone? Anyway, everything is God. So for a devotee, that stone is God. And when you keep on worshipping that day, when you put the Salagrama at home, you feel a presence in home. You feel a divine presence. Your neighbor may not feel. Neighbor thinks he brought a stone from Ghandak river. For him there is no feeling. But for you there is a feeling that there is a presence. That day you hardly slept. You turned and in your bed you hardly slept because God's presence at home. Then the early morning you get up, take a bath and pluck some flowers and go to the puja room, clean the place because Bhagavan is there, resident. Bhagavan is resident in your house in the form of that salagram, and then you offer the flower. You sing the glory of the God. Vishnu Sahasranama you sing. Vishnu Vashatkaraha, you sing the whole Vishnu. Then prostrate. Then you go and cook food. That food you don't eat. First you offer the food to your guest, your honored guest at home. Earlier, while you are cooking, you are eating, isn't it? In the name of whether there is salt or cooked well and all that. Now you don't do that. You cook and the food is offered to God, Nivedyam, and then take the food as prasadam. And when you eat the food as prasadam, then you remain healthy. This is one way of remaining a healthy person. So the ability to see God's presence in that particular stone, round stone, itself is a highest state of wisdom, I should say. That is the highest state of wisdom. Knowing God somewhere above the clouds or invisible, Satchidanandam and all that is a lower form of wisdom. The highest form of wisdom is your ability to see the presence of Lord in that particular stone which you picked up from Narmada or Ghandak and brought home and installed there. And then that day onwards, you can see the palpable presence of God in your house. And if you have a problem, you can go and tell this God, your private God. That's your private God. And God enjoys that. God enjoys to be a privately owned God. It's a private God. And you don't part with that God. So you offer a flower, you glorify God, you prostrate to that God. And you communicate. Initially communication is not possible, you only bear your heart in front of the Lord. But slowly, but steadily, you can have a two-way communication. You tell your problems and the answer manifests in your mind. So thus, this is called Archavadara. Archavadara means God in your house, for you to worship, to glorify. Thus God can be in many, many homes, many, many devotees' homes. So these are the very, and of course God in the temple also. Temple also we do the same thing. There is a community, place for community worship. Here is a place for family worship. And all these are living presence of God. This is how the Hindu mind understands God. So don't discourage the person who worships a stone and seeing stone as God. That is the highest form of understanding God. As somebody says, if I can see someone who worships a stone, I am ready to walk miles to meet that person. Because his knowledge of God is so refined and so perfect that he can see God even in this particular stone and bring out all his emotions in relationship with this God. So these are the friends, these are the various manifestations or understanding of God